And so we begin on the morning of Tuesday, the 26th of September, 1922. And we begin probably in the sort of parlour of the London Esoteric Society at number 18 Grosvenor Square. By now it's likely mid-morning, I would say. Some of you have breakfasted at your own homes before coming here. Some of you have been staying here. But now you are all gathered together over a pot of tea and a selection of baked goods that do not need to be detailed. You've got copies of this morning's newspapers on the table. There's the four of you plus Miss Lucy Ward, who is there frowning over the newspaper that proudly or loudly explains of brawl in street outside Scala Theatre. Mass hysteria. Cause unknown.
Would there be a theater daily, something this theater focus that would give more detail the events?
Possibly, yes. There possibly would be, maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, there's definitely would be a weekly, possibly a daily. This being an era of a lot more newspapers, so that's more like a Little Tuesday. It's not a very big thing. It's mostly listings, job advertisements, and
sort of like a Penny Dreadful, but literally just updates on the local theatre.
I mean, what you get from that is that the Scala Theatre the Scala's not a very big theatre, and Estes' company are not a big professional company. This is very much an amateur theatre outfit, and all the articles together don't seem to go into much detail about the actual theatre side of it. There's some mentions of a fire in the theatre and a brawl in the street outside. Mostly it seems concerned with there was a fire, there was a brawl, and there was a play called Carcosa. They don't talk much about the play. There is one section of one of the papers, let's say. I can only, off the top of my head, my English brain just goes with Evening Standard. That's the only one I can name, even though this is the morning, so it's the wrong time for the Evening Standard. I don't think they've invented the Metro yet. But one of the newspapers does give a bit of a brief review of the play itself, or the half of it that they saw, and they give it 2 stars.
Oh.
Good staging, some of the acting being good, but
technically good, but content-wise,
they don't seem very they say maybe it picks up in the second half that we didn't get to see, but as yet the plot is unclear and the dialogue overworked. But that is where we are currently. Sat around this table with tea, baked goods, and newspapers.
I hate to bring this up, but did anyone get a sketch of that symbol that was on what's his name's?
I think it's the same symbol that was at the house.
I think I remember doing that.
Yeah.
Yes, Avery had a sketch from the house of the man whose name I definitely know, and I'll tell you in a moment.
Yeah, he showed it to Miss Ward, I believe.
Edwards, I want to say.
That sounds about right.
I've got him down in my notes as an M. Edwards, and now I'm looking back to work out if I ever at some point in my notes wrote down what that M stands for.
Mr.
I want to go Montague, but I don't know if that's just manifesting a Montague into existence. But now we'll call him Montague until we...
Okay.
Sounds right.
Yeah, it does. Montague Edwards.
Yes.
Yep. That's in my notes now. I just see it.
So you found the symbol at his house. So that was the same symbol that was painted on Michael Gillen's costume.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Nigel. I was just gonna was going to comment. It seems interesting that it seemed you had a reaction just on the one that was on the wall, and the crowd had, I won't say a similar reaction, but a very interesting reaction to the one on that gentleman's robe.
It looks like perhaps there's a combination of both, part the play and the symbol.
So.
But we missed most of the play, luckily, due to the smoke bombs and the power cut. But Miss Sword, could you be okay to lock this book up in the safe? This one, the King in Yellow, I think it is. This seems to be the book causing the problems.
Yes, if you are done examining it, I can put it in the safe with the others.
I think just to keep it out of circulation. This is the book he based the play on, and it seemed to drive people insane. But,
yeah, I will go and lock it away.
I'll probably burn the scripts. We managed to get a couple of the scripts that they were using, so we'll probably just burn those, to be fair. I don't think they'll be much use unless anyone wishes to make a study of them or read them, but we've got the book it was all based on.
I do still have that copy that I acquired, The Wanderer from the Lake.
Oh, yeah, you keep working with that. That doesn't...
Okay.
It seems connected, but you've said there's spells or something in it, but I don't...
There's something... Yes. Yeah, there's something in... I'd still... There's still a lot of work. There's something hidden within the text. There's some kind of code. Something about bespeak the end of the day. I don't think I have the whole of it yet.
True. But yeah, there seems to be something, because you managed to find out some information that it looked like it. You said it looked like a code, but we couldn't quite work out. Yeah. But that book itself seems to be the one the play was based on, so it's probably not safe to have it out and about. At the same time, we would want to lose it because we might need to refer to it at some point.
I do have it secure right now, not on me, but
at least we disrupted the play. Didn't have any risk of it burning down. Everyone survived. No one killed.
Well, that was a win.
It was.
Did we notice, Keeper, any articles in the news mentioning any sort of not riots, but just I'm blanking on the word for it, but just unease at the prison where we are pretty sure that Michael went?
There's no mention in the newspaper of any sort of trouble at the police station. There probably was a brief note in one of the articles about a man being arrested on suspicion of causing that fracas in the street, but I think the article probably doesn't even name him. They probably don't. Like, this was sort of happened quite late last night, so the newspapers don't. They haven't had a lot of time to get these details into print and get this out. Like, there's not really been any time for any investigative journalism here. This is mostly a case of, yeah, I saw this thing happen. Right, quick, get it on the press.
It might be worth checking on that Talbot as well, because he seemed to be concerned. I don't believe he had any malice involved. I believe he's just losing his mind. Like, no deliberate malice as such. But we might be able to get some answers off him to do with, not sure, with the play as such. He seems to be determined to write it and get it out there, but is the other gentleman he'd been working with the one who got arrested? I don't know who would really be to blame, if either of them, if they're deliberately doing this or not. But Talbot seems, we'll say, fragile-minded at the moment and very vulnerable.
Maybe he read something he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, so perhaps it'd be worth asking him. But seems strange that the other gentleman is much the opposite.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that other fellow we talked to, Abner. Abner Wick, who seemed to be quite happy to send us off to
Watch us play.
yeah. I think it seems like he may have known a lot more than he was willing to say.
I'm
time.
fairly certain of it. But I don't think we'd be able to get that information out of him. Just the fact of that he found it amusing is something to be concerned about.
Right, yeah.
But it might be worth checking on the policeman. There was a policeman who did the arrest who seemed to be not too happy when he saw the sign as well.
Right.
I'm not sure what we should do. Everything seems fine as far as I can tell.
Unfortunately, we don't. Well, I don't know if we still, anyone that we knew back in the past would still be working at the police station, but we don't really have an in anymore to make inquiries like we used to be able to.
Would you not have any contacts from your police days who might be able to have contacts within it as well?
Keeper, would I be?
Of your contacts?
You did have contacts about, was it 13 years ago?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But
14. What
14. I can't do math. Having numbers, counting things.
Who needs numbers?
I don't need to worry about that sort of thing ever. So you did have contacts back then, but even then, that was sort of after you'd retired, after you'd left the police for several years. So you suspect that many of the people that you worked with when you were in the police
have
probably
retired,
are now retired or
met an untimely end.
Yeah. You haven't really had a chance to renew your connections in the police. If you started asking, you might have you knew someone who, oh yeah, I knew that guy, and you might be able to have an in.
Okay.
Long answer short, not really.
Okay, all right.
But you could always go down and ask and inquire at the station if anyone is interested.
Right. I mean, I am still more or less a detective, though they wouldn't know of me that much anymore. I mean, it's 14 years ago. So, but I could go down and ask if they had any more details of the altercations last night in the theater.
You could always just ask if there's any news of that Michael, whether he's still arrested or not.
Yeah, right.
You'd say you'd been at the theatre show and I don't know how to word it. But you could say you were, well, probably not worth mentioning you were at the theatre show. So they might want to question you.
Yeah, and that wouldn't do.
No. But you could always inquire about them.
So I thought that might be one thing to do today. It is a Tuesday, not a Sunday, so there might likely be someone at the station.
Okay, so other than going down to the station, is there anywhere anyone else would like to go today, this morning?
I mean, if the others don't really need me, I'm gonna go take a look at the cellar, trying to figure out how to stop the machine from doing the thing it's not supposed to be doing. Namely, beaming energy across the universe. That was not intentional, and I'll try to fix that. And I don't think, running around in the city is something they need me for right now, so...
I think Martin wants to place an order for something at one of the shops, but it won't be something that'll be anytime soon, but he can place an order. He wants a new signet ring, basically, but with Avery, he'd probably... I don't think he'd be much help. But,
I mean, if you need me, I'll just wait. This thing can wait.
I was thinking, I'm just seeing my own mechanical repair skill. It's higher than base level, but it's not great, so he wouldn't be much use. But nothing major really at this point, so I'd say just placing an order at a shop for a signet ring.
Okay. So yeah, you were able to place an order for a signet ring. That's not any difficulty.
Yeah. Well, I'll just mention the signet ring. The detail on it, I wanted that weird protection rune that we kept seeing cropping up on the signet ring. Obviously, it won't be
Just specify what rune it is that you want on this ring.
the protection one that kept turning up at the site in Scotland.
Okay, that one. I just wanted to clarify.
Oh no, not the sign. Just wave a hand and drop. No, the one that we found.
I'm going to say, as you're thinking this through, give me a power roll, Martin.
I'm just. Okay.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
If only I had rolled a 1.
Yeah. For a moment, as you're sort of as you go over to the jeweler's shop, you go you've sketched out what you're doing. For a moment, you have this. It's almost like that urge you get when you stand at the edge of a cliff, where it's a deep drop, and there's this vertiginous urge of like, ooh, it'd be a long way down. Like that urge of like, that's that other sigil I could get on a ring, and then you like pull back from the edge and go, no, that would be a truly terrible idea.
Oh, that was about to happen.
But yeah. You hand over the rune you intended to hand over to the jeweler.
He'd probably just have his initials on the inside of it as well. It's just nothing special at this point.
But yeah, so you're over at the jeweler shop. Avery, you descend down into the basement to tinker with the machine. The portal opening power generator in the basement of the society that is also beaming a beam of energy off into the distant expanse of the universe. And I assume what you're doing here is trying to stop it beaming anything into the
that's
the universe.
That's the plan.
Okay, so yeah, you're able to stop. I mean, you got a good roll last time, I think, on looking at methods to do this. It's just that it is going to take, at least a week of work to like reconfigure. Like, it's not a quick fix. It needs some reconfiguring. But you settle down and start working away on it. You know what? As you do so, I would like you also to make me a power roll, please.
Sure. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, where's my character sheet?
Oh, all of us?
No, just Avery.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I thought you meant all of us.
Now you wasted all the good rolls. But that's 13 points of luck. Sure. Let's be boring.
You're gonna spend the luck?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Good
be
to know.
boring for now.
Good.
That's my baby. It's not gonna get corrupted by some eldritch monstrosity.
Why not? No. Yeah. You work on it undisturbed in the basement with no strange apparitions or occurrences. As you work your way in the basement, as Martin's out shopping, Nigel, you said you were going to the police station.
Yes.
Roger, did you have something you wanted to do?
Yes. I guess Roger would have asked Nigel if he needed any accompaniments, because if not, he did have some research to do at the society.
Okay.
To try and cross-reference the other book.
I'll leave you to that, and just in case they have more questions than we'd like to answer.
Very fair. Well, I certainly wish you good luck, and just one mouth is easier to abstain the truth than two.
Okay, so we'll get back to Roger in a moment, but first we'll see what Nigel is up to. You head down. It's not a long trip to the police station that's local to the Scala Theatre. It's not a very big station. It's this small red brick building, the little light above the door. And at this hour in the morning, it's not particularly busy. There is a uniformed officer sat behind the desk who seems to be reading a morning newspaper.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Do I know him? Have I seen him before?
would say no. He looks to be probably in his, like, 20s.
Well,
Yeah. So young enough
Well-
that he wouldn't have been working when you were last sort of detectiving around.
but
And-
5-year-olds are always the best constables.
And yeah, and he wasn't one of the ones you saw last night outside the theatre.
Okay, all right. Good morning. There was a bit of altercation last night over in the theater, and I wanted to check. I'm investigating. I give him my card. That I'm a
Private
detective.
investigator. Huh.
Yes, and I've been asked to
Fancy.
look in. Not as fancy as once, but I was asked to look into some shady figures that were at the theater. But I just was wondering if the man that was brought in, is he all right? Michael Gillum, I think. Gillum.
You're investigating. I'm not sure how much I'm just supposed to tell people about.
Well, what was he? Well, you don't have to go into great detail. Just was there any trouble when he was brought in?
I wasn't working last night, but
No notes in the log about.
Oh no, there's a bit
intake.
of a. No, don't. And then you see him open his mouth and then like, no, no.
Can I try to charm him?
I'm gonna say I am gonna ask for a roll here on like some sort of social interaction roll. Charm
Okay,
would feel appropriate. Charm or persuade. This doesn't feel like you're intimidating or fast talking him to me. But
Okay.
if you want to start slamming your fist on the desk, then you can make an intimidate roll.
Okay, a fight brawl roll then.
Hey, look.
Or perhaps firearm. No, I didn't. At least it wasn't a fumble. And
So you can either make this up with luck, or you can push this roll, which is essentially you can re-roll this. But if you fail the push roll here, essentially you're gonna piss him off and get kicked out.
Right, or worse. Let's see. I rolled a 49, so I need 24.
Yeah, it would be 24 points of luck.
I do have it, so I will spend it.
Okay, we're spending a lot of luck already today.
Yes,
See
it's
how
half.
this is. Well, look, I mean, there was a bit of a fight outside the theatre, and they brought one of the guys in here because they said he'd started the fight or something. The log's not particularly clear because, so a guy, one of the sergeants, punched one of the constables in the face.
Oh,
And
no.
then you see that dent in the wall. Someone threw a chair at the wall. There was everyone who was working last night's shift has been called in to go speak to I've forgotten the word, the chief constable. And yeah, they've all been called up with the chief constable. Everyone's in trouble. I mean, this is why I'm on the desk. I'm not normally on the desk. I got called in specially. This is not my normal job. I only started last week.
Well, that's probably why I didn't recognize you right away. Did it calm down? I mean, did they have to do anything to?
He wasn't doing anything about it. At least according to Oliver, who was here last night. Oliver, was one of the people. He wasn't in the fight. He said, he seems to have forgotten half of what happened last night. It's not very clear. He said he remembered arresting someone, and he was back here, and people were being punched, and someone was screaming about something. Anyway, it sounded like quite a mess. But he said that throughout all this, the guy from the theatre, he was just standing there, calm as anything in the middle of all this chaos, looking like he had no idea what was going on. Yeah, he's still down in the cells. I don't think they're actually charging him. We've not got there's been no one around to sign him out yet because they're all up at the chief constable's office getting
a reprimand,
a tongue lashing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's all a bit chaotic.
I can imagine. Did they issue Michael any prison uniform or anything, or was he allowed to
he's just
stay
in his own
civilian?
stuff. I think usual thing, pat down, make sure they've not got like a knife shoved down their trousers or something, and then stick them in. I mean, it's usually just like the drunk tank. We don't like get much major
Is he
trouble.
in with the others, or is he in
No,
individual cell?
just in a cell.
Okay. Might I recommend, and I lean in, don't let people see what he's wearing. That seems to have been a thing that came up in some of the people I've talked to.
He's wearing.
Yeah, his coat, or whatever costume it is he's wearing from the theater. It seems to make people unhappy.
Right. I don't really. I mean, I took him his breakfast earlier, and I don't. He had like. He had like a roby thing. He said he was in a play. I asked.
He was.
I gave him. He said he was a bit cold, so I gave him like a.
Oh, something to put over him.
Yeah, that's the word. Jacket.
That was.
Sorry.
That's it. That's a very good thing. Make sure he keeps wearing that. I mean,
he had this robe with like this weird symbol on the front.
Yeah. People don't seem to react well to it, so try not to let anyone see that.
All right.
Keep him on the jacket.
Okay. Don't let anyone see the weird symbol. Yeah. What is it? Is it like?
I don't know.
I mean,
is
this like a secret society or something? Like it's like something out of like,
Well, I do work with people that are interested.
Like a Sherlock
in that sort of thing.
Is it some kind of secret ring of?
No, it's not a secret. But it did that symbol that was on his thing did come up in some discussions that had been had. So, I'm not sure where he got it from. Has he been very talkative?
Oh, yeah, quite chatty. I mean, he was asking if I knew if he was getting out, and
if he was getting out. Okay, good.
I said I told him I don't really know anything, to be honest. He asked if his friends were all right, and I said I don't know anything about that. Then he asked if I'd seen the yellow side, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay. Well, from what I've heard so far, that might be that symbol that's on his clothes. That might be the yellow sign.
I mean, it wasn't yellow.
No, but there's some other association. Okay. I don't know yet.
All right. Should I not be looking at this either?
No, please don't.
Okay. I mean, I've already looked at it. Is that bad?
Well, did you have any negative reaction to it? Did it make you angry inside, or feel like you're itching inside and want to cause mayhem? No? Okay. Well, you're very lucky, but I wouldn't advise looking at it again.
All right. Well, should I tell him you came by?
You can mention that someone came by, and just to say that his friends seem to be in okay shape. No one was injured.
Well, I said he's probably going to get like the release paper sorted about lunchtime once they're all back. Like as far as I can tell, he didn't do anything wrong. He was just like standing in the street.
Well, he was one of the actors, and he might have gotten caught up a bit in the action inside.
I mean, the story I heard is someone. Well, first I heard was someone tried to burn down the theatre. It turned out it was just smoke bombs. So we're not really sure.
I'll look into if you want to. As I keep digging into it, I can ask around and see what was going on.
I mean,
I can let you know.
My job, but yeah, if you hear anything, that would be. I mean, you should definitely report. Yeah, no, if you know anything, you should definitely report that to the police. Yes. Training.
Right, training.
Yeah, yes.
All right. Well, it was very nice chatting with you.
Nice to meet you. Sorry, I didn't get your. Oh no, you gave me a card. I did get your name.
Nigel Hargraves.
Nigel Hargraves. Your service. Yeah. Francis Calloway.
Oh, Francis. Mr. Calloway. Nice to meet you. And hopefully I can talk with you again sometime.
Sure. Yeah. I'll maybe be here or standing on a street corner, like in the rain.
Well, what's your normal patrol beat? Is it what part of town?
Yeah, just
like Mayfair?
Just bits off the Strand. It's usually quite quiet.
Yeah. Okay. All right then. Well, I'll leave you back to your exciting job.
All right.
And thanks again.
Good day. Thank you.
Good day.
And yeah, you exit the police station.
Okay, I'll head back to the society.
Meanwhile, back at the society, Roger, you still back at the society? Or
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roger would have stayed behind.
okay, and you were doing research?
Yes. So he would have found Lucy,
Yes.
and knowing that she was going to the safe to lock up the books, mention wherever she was, he would have tried to catch her.
Yeah, you
as
you
she
can
was
catch,
on the way.
You can catch
Yeah.
her. She's there just unlocking the safe.
Miss Ward, if I might have a moment.
Of course, Mrs. Savoy.
Yes. In regards to everything over the past few days with this weird sign, the fantastical creatures and statues, I believe there was a book I saw locked away in your safe that I might be able to possibly cross-reference some of the findings I've already found in The Wanderer from the Lake, possibly.
Are you
that
asking
could
to
help us
borrow a
maybe
book out the
understand.
safe?
I'm sorry?
Are you asking to borrow a book from the safe?
Yes, this is I didn't know how this worked, or
You're a member of the society. The books belong to the society.
Oh, perfect. Oh, okay.
I mean, not that I advise reading them necessarily. Although, advising against people reading the books would be rather like the pot calling the kettle black, so to speak. For
Yeah. Well,
I've read
you know,
quite a lot of them. Arguably too many of them. But yes, which one were you after?
there was one, I believe it was called The Book of Ibon.
Ah, yes. She placed. You see her place the King in Yellow in the safe, and she just checks over the rows of the other books and comes back with the Book of Ibon, which I'm just double checking
Mhm.
that we have that in English. Let me just check the library stacks.
Oh.
yes,
Oh dear.
no, we do have that in English.
Oh, perfect.
We also have that in French.
I would probably struggle a bit in French. Latin is my forte, but
Well, we have some text in Latin, but maybe not for today. Here it is. Pulls out this other sort of old-looking book. Probably looks. I mean, I think this is like a. This is not like a printed like. Hang on, I'm trying to think. I'm now thinking of the history of the printing press and trying to get my dates in line. Because this is a 15th sort of century book, so we're talking pre-printing press here. This is
yeah.
yeah.
Right there.
She hands it over very carefully, going, "This is a very valuable copy, very valuable book. But I'm sure you are an archaeologist. I don't need to tell you about taking care of valuable items. Don't take it out with you if you're going on a boat into a secret cave underneath an asylum or anywhere else that no one should be taking valuable books, okay?"
Oh, certainly no. Yeah, I've come across many fragile items in various dig sites. I will handle this with the same care I would anything
Yes, well,
of that nature.
and if you need any help with the interpretation of the text or understanding its context, you know where to find me. Well, most of the time my office is just through there. When I next get a chance, I forgot to tell you at breakfast. I was a little distracted. I was asking around the society about Golden Dawn and matters concerning this whole current issue with the text of the King in Yellow. Nobody who's currently really associated with the the Order of the Golden Dawn has fallen to pieces long time ago now.
Oh, okay.
But I asked if anyone heard of this Montague Edwards you were looking into.
Yes.
And no one's seen him since the summer. He was around, he had a house in London. He was attending various theosophical meetings. Like, he'd pop up, he wasn't a regular attendant to any of them, but he'd pop up from time to time at some lecture about seances or the astral spirit or whatever it is they talk about. But nobody has seen him at all since summer. He seems to have just completely disappeared from London.
Interesting. Are you looking for information on him, on his whereabouts?
Well, I'm now intrigued. Someone disappearing is well, either they're dead. I mean, he's most likely dead. Usually in my line of experience, if someone involved in mystical occult nonsense vanishes without a trace,
Yes.
he's dead.
Yeah, given...
Let's say he is most likely dead.
Yeah.
I guess the question now is what killed him, and should we be concerned about it? So I will carry on looking into it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Certainly. If I do come across any information, I guess you would be pleased to know.
Oh, very pleased, yes.
Certainly,
Alright.
I'd be more than happy
Yeah.
to.
All right, well, good luck with your reading.
Thank you. Yes, I look forward to it.
You're in for a treat with that one. She locks up the safe, the other one, and returns to her office. So it's about this time probably that Nigel has returned from his visit to the police station. Martin has come back from his shopping. Avery's still tinkering down in the basement, and Roger, you have this old book on you. If anyone has anything else they would like to do today other than tinkering, reading, let me know.
I've got a proposal for Avery, actually. So I'd probably wander down to his dungeon.
Oh, hi, Martin.
Oh, hello. I had an interesting question for you. This you made an interesting device to measure the electrical energy.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you could? Well, obviously, I think you could have come up with a drawing in a way patent it. We could look into making that as a product, more as a tool for people in this industry of electrical engineering.
I'm gonna just go over to the stack of notes that I have somewhere and probably pull out like 3 half drawings of the whole thing. And like, this belongs like there, this there. This is like a drawing. I mean, I can. Yeah, let me just try that.
I mean, a proper one, because it may be possible to provide you, we'll say, a regular income as a result of this device if it hits off.
I mean, who's gonna need that?
Well,
wait, we have a lot of energy. Yeah, never mind.
It's on. If we patent it at this point now, it will be useful. It's like a building block at the base level. So as it kicks off, it may only be a small amount of money, but it may provide some income. I could look into marketing it and possibly through my family with regards to the engineering side.
Sure.
Not necessarily now. It can be done later.
Yeah, I'm gonna forget it if I don't do it now. I'm gonna start just drawing the whole thing with like a ruler and try to like proper give like the technical details on it.
Yeah. The proper blueprints, the schematics.
Yeah, just on the paper that I have. So maybe somebody's gonna want to copy it down on like fancy stuff, but
yeah,
it'll be fine.
Okay. Have you made any progress with stopping that energy thing?
I know what the problem is. I know how to do it. It'll just take like a week or so, and like work days. So that's, I guess, Depending on how much I get to work on it, maybe 2 weeks.
Fair enough. I'll better leave you to it.
Sure.
And I'll go and see what everyone else is up to. So I just have a wander up to whoever's closest.
Well, Roger is presumably somewhere with his lovely collection of evil books.
Probably in the library. Not that you'd have it in the library.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. Did we meet back up when everyone returned, or?
Currently, I think you're all back at the society, and Avery is down in the basement. Nigel's just probably getting back in from his visit to the police station, and you've been here the whole time.
Yeah, Roger would probably be in the library, going through the totally not evil book, with his personal notebook out.
So just to clarify, this is the Book of Ibon, totally not evil book, as opposed to the Wanderer from the Lake, totally not evil book.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Ibon. Yep.
Yeah. As you start to look over the Ibon book, it's an interesting text. It's not the most easy to understand of text, and I'm going to ask for a language own roll here.
There it is. Okay.
Which is English in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not a particularly clearly written text, but you're able to understand and get sort of meaning from it. And it talks about all sorts of strange things that you had never heard of before, and the Roger of, I think, even a month ago, well, you had encountered some strange statues. Definitely the Roger of a couple of years ago would have thought this is all a lot of insane, rambling nonsense. But your mind has been somewhat expanded over the last week or so, 2 weeks. It's been
just a little bit, yeah.
I mean, the book itself claims to have come from Atlantis originally. It's a long preamble. And then it's supposedly you're sort of reading the preamble of this book, which claims that this is an English translation of a Latin text that was taken from stone tablets in Egypt that were supposedly transcribing a text that had been received from survivors of lost Atlantis. How much of that is true? It's up to Roger to believe how much of that. I think the archaeologist in Roger has some element of this is, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You can always do a psychology roll to see if he believes it.
And then it's supposedly the people of Atlantis received some of this information from aliens.
Yeah. I mean, in his studies, Roger would have come across the writings of Plato and Socrates and seen the mentions of Atlantis, so this wouldn't be the first time. So
I say you're more familiar with Atlantis as the philosophical concept.
Yeah.
Not the... Yes, this was a real city, and also it was full of horrible monsters.
Yes, exactly, yeah. Plus, Plato thought it was in Crete, so...
This doesn't really seem to clarify where it was, supposedly.
Yeah.
As you get past sort of this preamble, you get into a lot of mentions of people conferring and communing with entities beyond this world, to draw power and gain information, to summon creatures to this world, to obtain power. You can tell that there are spells in the text of this book. You've not read enough yet to really understand them, but you can tell there are rituals here to call entities from beyond this world to reach out and make contact with. Some of these names in here, I'm just going to name drop some of the names you're seeing in this text. You see names such as Yog-Sothoth, Cthulhu, and Sarthogua as entities out there that this book is referring to.
Interesting.
And I am going to say, you've not done a full read of this book yet, but I'm going to do the rolls now, because otherwise I will forget, and I feel So you can add 3 to your Cthulhu mythos for a first read of this book,
Oh, cool. There it is.
and you can
Oh,
roll
oops.
me 2d4 for reading this book.
Just 2d4?
2d4. So
Okay.
3 Cthulhu mythos and roll me a 2d4.
2d4. There we go.
You only lose 3 points of sanity.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
Yes.
I was prepared for a sanity roll.
No.
Okay.
You don't get a sanity roll for reading. You just get a roll for how much sanity you lose.
Ah, gotcha.
Essentially, yeah, 3's not bad.
Oh. Yep.
Could have been a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse. I had a question, and this would probably, on his first read through and not the whole thing, he would be looking for any mention, or possibly etchings or anything that he saw in the private library. That particular relief tablet of the I forget what he called it, the pharaoh figure with all the bowing figures.
Yeah, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah, the Nephron Car relief from
Thank you.
Penhue
Yep.
collection.
Yes.
Some of the iconography in here is similar era of Egyptian iconography. But nothing that seems to really. There's no mention of Nephron Car, and there's no sort of mention. Actually, no. I'd like you to roll me a D100 here. We're going to roll against the mythos rating of this book.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
As to whether it's got anything useful here, because it's quite a wide-ranging book.
Just one D100.
Yeah, D100. No, nothing specifically rated to Nephron Car
Okay.
or like the Black Pharaoh in here. It seems
Yeah.
to be, other entities. I think
Yeah.
you may have heard members of the society reference Yog Sothoth. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they've mentioned that name a few times, so Roger would definitely have not discredited this as a mistranslation or just hubbub.
I will say, the thing that sort of catches your attention, the things that makes you stop and like there when you're there, like reading this, sort of as that little bit of sanity just chips away in the back of your mind, is you see a description of a carving of a crouched figure found by the edge of the sea, made of oily black stone.
Okay, that was the next question. And so that definitely seems to match the carving.
Yeah, and it describes it as an image of Cthulhu.
I'm sorry, Cthulhu.
Yeah, it seems to be an alternative spelling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure I heard it correctly.
No. Yeah, that's probably how this book would refer to it. Make it a little bit harder for me to pronounce.
Of course,
Because-
and that's saying the carving itself is a carving of Cthulhu.
It's a
Okay.
representation
Yep.
of.
All right, thank you. Fascinating. Very fascinating.
But yeah, this is you're poring over this book, going fascinating when Nigel finds you.
What's that?
Oh. Mr. Hargreaves, welcome back. How did it go?
Who's that? You're not talking to my dad?
Oh, Nigel, fine. I can. It's left over from the war.
Right then. So, what you seem find something good in this?
Well, I had an inkling that there might be a connection to what we found and what I have been discovering in the Wonder from the Lake, but surprisingly, I'm finding more in this book. Both seem to have inklings of spells. I'm sure there's more to it. I would just need more time. But I believe you all mentioned something in passing about fish people.
Yes. They're real.
Fascinating. I just happened upon this this passage about a statue.
What sort of statue?
And he'll point to the page if Nigel is willing to look. This
It's
reference
always
right
risky.
here, this reference to this statue, referring to it as a carving of one Cthulhu.
Who?
There's a lot of strange names in here, and it's a translation of a translation.
Oh, sometimes the
yes.
transliteration is.
Yeah, and to be fair, you find misspellings in dig sites all the time. Believe it or not, people in the past also could not spell.
That's hard to believe. I thought that was
Yeah.
only modern degeneracy.
No. When we have time, much later, I will tell you about some interesting Latin mistranslations. But another time.
I'd like to hear them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I just got back from the police station.
Yes.
Apparently, our Michael, actor, caused quite a commotion there, too. Fisticuffs and chair throwings, to be specific, amongst the police. They're all...
He was causing... He was throwing
Well,
chairs, or...
No, Michael wasn't. The police were. He was still wearing his costume from the play.
Oh.
Now, fortunately, they put a jacket over him because he was cold, so no one can see it now, and everything's cool. But I just recommended that they let him keep the jacket on.
Sounds like a good idea.
But apparently, it could continue. Anybody who sees it, well.
So interesting that the police at the station saw nothing of the play, yet still had an adverse reaction.
Yeah, to just the symbol itself.
That is a dangerous symbol.
It is.
Yeah.
And I mean, good thing is, out of this, I might have gotten myself a new contact at the police force.
Really?
I mean, he reacted quite favorably. We'll see if it holds up if I have to ask him anything else.
Sure. Well, an opportunity is an opportunity.
So, but he's likely going to be released very soon. I don't know if he'll keep the jacket on him.
Oh.
But
yes.
potential is we could have some more trouble in the city.
Are you thinking we should try to head him up?
I was thinking, get him in a back alley, knock him over the head, steal his clothes.
Well,
I mean, things that happen to actors all the time. I mean,
it does. They're actors. I mean, no one's gonna miss them. Huh. But truly, yes. I worry if he would walk through the streets without that jacket.
There would be quite a commotion.
Quite, yes. I know you jest, but the idea of absconding with that robe.
Well, it certainly wouldn't be the worst thing we've done.
No.
I'm sorry. I mean, we could maybe, have to talk to Mr. White about that, but maybe we could persuade him to sell us what was a memento of the theater performance or something like that.
That's actually what I was thinking. It was a costume from the play.
Right.
We were there. He might have seen us. Perhaps maybe we can just convince him to hand it over. I'm sure they would have, extra costumes.
Right. And that would be at least, well, see, that's another problem though. If they have replacement costumes waiting to be used, they might also have the symbol on them.
They might, yes, but he was the only one with it, right? And it was it was only that particular robe.
Mm-hmm. There might be some other enchantment on the robe itself that, together with the symbol, causes the reaction. But I don't know.
Is there a way to see or sense something like that?
That would be a really good question for the keeper.
The keeper was definitely fully dialed in there, but just for the can someone just remind me what the question for the keeper was there?
Is there a way one could sense if there was a separate enchantment
Um,
on the robe beyond the symbol.
you don't really, in terms of like enchanted. Like, I'm trying to think what you've encountered that would you would term as enchanted. It's mostly been creepy statues,
Yeah.
that you've touched, and like you've seen weird visions, or people have been
Yeah.
teleported to strange places. So yeah,
I
and your
guess.
experience with you don't really
Yeah.
know how else to tell if something is enchanted, so to speak, other than poke it and see what happens.
Well, Nigel, as weird as it sounds, and probably as dangerous, um, I have had luck in the past simply touching objects and getting a feel and seeing things. So it's possible maybe if we do head him off, just a simple pat on the back, arm across the shoulder,
Hmm.
could possibly, if there even is anything. I mean, if we're going to try and convince him to hand
You
over
know,
this robe anyway.
What do you think of the idea of being the people who come to the police station to collect him, but we bring a change of clothes for him? I mean, it'll mean having to break into his house,
Not the
but
first time.
or maybe he has. Well, I'm imagining the theater's under surveillance now from the police, so we can't just walk in there.
At this point, probably.
But or just I don't know.
Well, maybe we could say we were sent by Mr. Talbot. If we were to acquire some of his clothes.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I don't know if Oxfam's a thing just yet. We can get clothes.
There are like second-hand like clothes shops and also first-hand clothes shops where you could acquire clothes.
Yeah. Of course, we could always, instead of breaking and entering into his home, we could probably acquire.
It's just
some
something,
clothes.
right? So that he doesn't have to go out in the street in his, theater garb.
Yes. I mean, I wouldn't say I know many actors. I knew a few in university, but I can't imagine they would enjoy walking around in said costume.
Right.
In public.
Yeah, Nigel, you know from your conversation with Calloway that you probably don't have too long before he is. My brain's gone blank for names today. Well, Michael is. I was just going to call him Montague for a second. Like, no, that's the other guy.
That's Edwards.
Yeah, before Michael Gillen is released. So whatever you're doing, you probably not got too long to sort of set this up and do this. You probably better be like getting to it if you want to intercept.
Okay.
Gillen.
And I've observed him enough that I could gauge his general size, so that I'm not.
Yeah, you saw him on stage and you saw him around the theatre. You can get a general estimate of like what size of clothes should fit him.
Okay, so we don't want to get him clothes. The sleeves are all the way up to the, and high water pants, trousers. That is not pants. It wouldn't do in public.
Yeah, you reckon his size to be. Oh no, this is an old edition. I could translate that into a normal-sized human man.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Kind of
they all stretch
fairly
these days. And
like he's
anyway.
not super tall. He's not like. Yeah.
Okay.
You could probably reckon that there's clothes upstairs in the society wardrobes. You reckon if you had a rummage around there, you could probably come up with something that would fit.
Okay.
Like either there's your stuff, Avery's stuff. There's a variety of stuff from other previous residents. Some have seemed to have been really tall or quite short. There's a lot of like very lanky stuff. There's one cover that seems to involve like multiple capes.
What sort of capers would someone who wore those cut up to? Anyway, would any of my clothes seem? I think that'll fit him.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
All right.
Like maybe it wouldn't fit. We're not talking like a bespoke tailored outfit, but
Well, yeah.
it will fit him and cover him not look like
Sufficiently
you've kinda,
well.
like squeezed like
Okay.
him into it.
All right. Well, I'll grab an old shirt and pair of trousers, and head back to the. Do you want to go with me, Roger? Or you're still busy researching.
I was in the middle of research. I mean, if
Well,
you
then
need
continue.
any assistance in,
No, I don't think it'll be a problem.
you think you, I mean, this sounds like a simple plan. Yes.
Yeah, since it doesn't involve breaking and entering and knocking people out, I think I can handle it.
Oh, for sure. Yes. I mean, my forte really is just convincing people. So, but sounds like you have that in the bag.
Okay, that's the
Okay.
plan then.
Is it just Nigel
Okay.
going? Does anyone else want to go with Nigel?
I will ask Mr. White what he thinks of the idea.
Well, I don't mind going along for the ride.
Oh, all right, let's go then.
Okay, so Martin and Nigel, you head back over to the police station. As you arrive this time, it's a little busier. There's a few more people around. You see Calloway is still behind the desk talking to another fairly young-looking police officer in uniform. And as you approach, you can hear the other officer going, "Yeah, I told him I didn't know anything, but yeah, pay docked, like extra duty. I've got all the worst shifts for the next month."
Well, I won't act as if I know what they're talking about. Say, Officer Calloway.
Oh, morning. Yes, sir. Nice to see you again. I mean,
Yeah, good to see you.
See you, sir.
Do you know when the Michael Gillen fellow is to be released?
Oh, they're just sorting it now.
Because I brought him some street clothes. To
Oh, excellent. And he nods over to the other officer. Officer Wyatt here was just going to go down and get him. And the other young officer gives a nod. He goes, clothes,
Yeah,
you
but-
said. Shall I take them?
I was going to. Do you have a? I suppose the Lou would do. For a place for him to change in private.
I mean,
from his
he's in a
theater.
cell.
He's in a cell.
Yeah. Okay.
I was just looking at her thinking. Anyway, yeah. Actors don't like to walk around in their stage clothes, and it's not the best weather, really. May as well change into something he can actually
Oh yeah,
walk
so the
around in
creepy
as well.
robe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Right.
like the other Wyatt gives like Calloway a look of like, and Calloway gives like Nigel this like wink. I'm like, yeah. And like Wyatt is looking back and forth and just give me the clothes. I'll take him down to him.
Right. Here they are.
And he disappears into the back of the station, leaving the two of you and Calloway at the desk.
Right. Has anyone else come in to claim him?
Well, there was an actress, well, his wife here
Okay.
earlier.
Okay.
No,
Oh,
not his wife. She was someone else.
No, not
No.
someone else's
Sorry,
wife.
I'm getting my actors confused. There was a husband and a wife. They were
Okay.
married and they were both actors.
Would it be Hannah and George Keith?
They could very well be. Look, I must confess I didn't get their names, and there was a woman there who was saying that like, her father was in the House of Lords or something. I just said I didn't know anything, and that he'd be out soon. And then they said that they'd
Keith,
go to the cafe
Jean-
around the corner.
Could be Jean Hewitt. Anyway.
Yes, that could also be true. Sorry, Francis Calloway. I really need to get better at getting people's names.
Oh,
You
no
are,
problem. Mr.
problem.
Martin White.
Okay, all right.
Nice to meet you.
He like takes that little notebook and writes it down. Martin White. And the other police officer returns with a rather tired-looking and like dishevelled Michael Gillen, wearing Nigel's clothes and carrying like a bundle in his arms. He like looks over the two of you with some puzzlement. Oh, I expected George and Hannah.
Ah, I think they had popped over for you, but we were just concerned after the trouble outside the theatre.
You, I remember you.
We were at the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were the chaps that I sold,
Oh, yes.
some tickets to. And then-
Yes.
Yeah,
That's right.
the day before the show.
I think you sold a few tickets, though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
most people didn't go wandering and speak
That's
to Talbot and then poking around before they bought a ticket.
true.
You stood out in the mind. Anyway, should we get out of here?
Oh, definitely.
Everyone seems a little on edge this morning. I don't really know what's going on, but you'll have to fill me in on the way back to mine as to what I've missed.
Okay.
Can do. Can I do a psychology roll to see if he's actually been honest when he says he doesn't know about what happened?
Yeah, give me a psychology roll.
Nope, that's a fail. But having said that, I could spend 9 points of luck.
You could spend 9 points of luck to make that a success.
I will.
He definitely, you get the figure that he knows something that he's not saying. It doesn't feel like he's hiding like a deep, deep, dark secret, but he definitely knows more than he's letting on.
He's basically omitting the truth, but not lying.
Yeah.
A white lie, more or less.
But yeah, right, so let's head back. Calls a cab.
Did you not need to get those dropped off at the theatre, your stage clothes, or?
No, I'll take them back to mine. Like, I'm not even, at this rate, I don't know that we're doing the play anymore. I need to go back to mine, find George and Hannah, speak to Talbot.
Talbot was rather distressed at the end of the show, actually.
He's always rather distressed at his natural state of being.
He kept looking up at the sky for some reason. He kept panicking about the sky.
I've told this whole thing has been an utter mess. I've always said this was a bad idea from the start. The play is terrible. Don't tell him I said that. But the play is it's not a good play.
True.
George can't act. No offense.
But one of the
We don't have enough company for
actresses-
half the parts.
Mm.
You know, the costume that you were wearing in the theater, did you have spares in the theater?
No, just that one.
Because I was thinking of asking to maybe buy that one from you as a memento from the show. It was
You collect mementos of
Yes,
disastrous
yes.
plays that get half performed?
well, it wasn't that terrible.
Yeah.
The audience started a fight before we got to the end of Act 1.
Well, I mean,
I didn't even get to go on stage properly. I had to go throw 3 guys out who had clearly no interest in theatre. Like, I'm not saying it was a good play, but they had no interest in being there. They were not appreciative.
well, I mean, sometimes you sell tickets to all sorts.
Yeah, they started punching each other, and then there was the electrical went. There was the fire. I mean, the whole production had been cursed from start to finish.
What sort of theatre shows do you normally prefer to front yourself?
I quite like Shakespeare. You can't go wrong with a good bit of Shakespeare. Yes.
That's very true. You certainly get the crowds in for Shakespeare. Everyone knows it.
I do like Marlowe as well, though. We did Faustus the other year, and that was not bad.
Well, if I hear of anyone interested in setting one up, I'll certainly.
Look, at
come
this
to
rate,
Norway.
look, we need to get you like push you into the cab. This is sort of a conversation
Well,
on the move.
I thought the charge officer said that George and Hannah were at the cafe around the corner.
Well, he didn't tell me that. Honestly, that place seems run by incompetence. Stop! Turn around. Let's go get them. Yeah. Did I tell you what happened after they got me to the station the other night?
I heard rumors that there was a bit of mayhem.
Like, they take me into the station, and I'm trying to sort of ask, what have they actually arrested me for, which they don't seem entirely clear on, and then one of them just starts screaming, like, full on. Like, and we walk into the station, this officer behind the desk, and he just starts full on screaming. staring at me as though I was some sort of monstrosity. And then
Not
someone
like
else
a
is like,
hysterical fan.
no, like full on terror. Someone else just keels over in a dead faint. There's a guy by the wall gibbering nonsense, and then someone throws a chair at someone else in the police station.
I thought I saw a chair shaped mark on the wall.
Yeah, honestly, there they are, George and Hannah racing them outside that cafe.
Ah,
Hey,
okay.
George, Hannah, get in!
Well,
He like motions them over. But yeah, squeeze up. Yeah, I'll pay extra for more passengers. It's fine, they can fit. They're surprisingly roomy, these. And like,
Did
the
we
keys,
walk?
George and Hannah like are squeezed in. You can't breathe. Like it really is not room for 5 people in this cab. Like,
somehow it
jammed in.
works.
did Mr. White and I walk or drive over?
You could have walked like.
Okay, so we wouldn't be leaving Mr. White's car.
No, I haven't actually got a car at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Not since the 14 years, and I've not quite settled into the 1920s yet.
All right.
Right, yeah, so you're squeezed in the back, and like, you see, George Keith like leaning, like asking Michael, "Are you okay? Are you... I'm fine. As I was telling, he goes back over the story of the arrest and the fight at the police station. Yeah, through a chair, and then they take me off to the cell, and then obviously I don't hear anything for ages, and then the only person I saw this morning was this idiot boy who doesn't seem to know. I swear to God, he must be his first day on the job. He doesn't seem to know anything about what's going on. Barely knows his own name. This is the address, thank you.
So where are we now?
You seem to have stopped outside a kind of fairly nice-looking townhouse. It's a bit further out of the central bit of the city, somewhere in North London. And like Gillen sort of gestures everyone out the cab, and up the front steps.
Not like Lambeth.
No, this is North London.
Oh, north. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We were going north. All right.
We're not going south of the river.
Not Islington, though, is it?
It's Islington. It's now Islington.
Okay.
Somewhere up towards Angel.
Okay.
Look, they're actors, darling. Islington is like.
Say no more.
Yeah. Yeah. So here we are in an Islington townhouse, as you're being sort of kind of like hustled in by Gillen. And at one point you hear Hannah go, "And who are these gentlemen again? Like, why are they here?"
Actually, would she have remembered me from the theatre? Because myself and Roger went back in to check on the
Possibly,
fight
but there was a lot
situation
going on, and Hannah wasn't around for all of that. She was the one that went
around the front.
around the front fairly early on.
Yeah.
And George goes, "No, I know. I remember these two. They were at the theatre. They went back in to stop the fire, and like."
Yes.
Yeah, we went to make sure nobody was actually still in.
There wasn't a fire, though, was there? That's what the fire brigade says, that nothing was actually on fire.
There seemed to be smoke, perhaps from the electrics, but there wasn't a fire.
No. Some chaps apparently found smoke bombs in the toilets.
Did it?
That's
That's what the fire brigade said, that someone had planted smoke bombs in the toilets.
That could have been those ones who started that fight.
Yeah.
So, what? Do you think someone's trying to sabotage us?
I think there's some people who just go out to cause trouble just for the fun of it.
Why on earth would why
It
would
didn't
anybody
look
try
like-
to sabotage us?
I don't know if it didn't look like theatre folks. Those was it 2 or 3 people who started fighting?
Yeah, it was 3.
Three of
right?
them, yeah.
If it didn't look like your usual theatre folks, to be fair, perhaps they
No, they
just
didn't
turned
fit
up to
in.
cause trouble.
I did discount the tickets. But, no, I mean, he kind of looks around. None of us have any enemies we don't know about, do we?
Not
Like,
that
Well,
I've
you
seen so
wouldn't
far.
know about them.
Well, yeah, but none of do any of you have any enemies we do know about? Let's rule them out first. Could it be someone upset at like Jean's father over something? Could this be a political statement? Oh.
Well, it couldn't be that anyone just didn't like the play, or the
Who turns up at a play with smoke bombs on the off chance that they're not going to like it?
well,
I
there,
don't know.
there
There's
there
people
was
who throw fruit at people, don't they?
that is tomatoes.
In like 1600s.
Well, it's only 300 years later.
I had someone throw fruit at me before. That's George. Yeah, it was a pantomime. And during the performance of King Lear. Yeah. And the whole chair they threw as well. We never got to the end of the first act.
Well, for the particular play you were just working on, there was an altercation at one of the rehearsals, right? If I'm correct and
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
Perhaps the whole
was.
thing's cursed, as you say.
You see Hannah give a nervous nod. I mean, there was the whole thing with the mirrors and the...
Mirrors?
Well, if you break a mirror, it's bad luck. So,
yeah.
did someone
Was
break
there-
anything?
No, there was writing and the ghost light was out and there was the morning of the play. The whole curtain just we went to test the curtains. The whole thing came down on the stage.
Yeah, that doesn't
one thing after another.
What if it's a curse? What
Well-
if we somehow like?
Hannah, I don't know much about theatre superstitions, but you mentioned the ghost light. What is that to do with?
It's just a good luck thing. But look,
Is it like if there's like a spirit of the theatre or a ghost of the theatre that looks after it or something?
Could the Scala be haunted?
Well, it could be. Perhaps it didn't like the play. I don't know why you react like that, but
Have you tried putting the play on at a different theater?
No, I mean, that was that opening. We had the closed rehearse, like the small screening, staging. That's the word. And then this was the opening night, and it's a disaster. I mean, I've been not keen on this. This whole play has been a disaster. I mean, everything came to a head last night, but even before then, all the weeks we've been rehearsing, there's been like everyone's been having bad dreams. People keep hearing noises in the theatre. Walter's a gibbering wreck. Talbot, you just need to look at the state Talbot's in to realise that
He was rather distraught, I remember.
Perhaps there's an
something is
idea
wrong
too,
with this play. The whole thing is cursed from
Well-
start to finish.
then the easiest thing is to stop it, come up with something new, perhaps do a Shakespeare.
I think at this point we probably
Maybe not the Scottish one, but
find a nice, light-hearted comedy or something to put on.
There's a few comedies.
Thank you for picking me up from bringing clothes and everything. Do I owe you?
Oh.
What
no. Although I mean, could trade it for that just the memento of our
Oh
experience.
yeah, keep it. Look, if Talbot wants us to put it on more, then we can easily make a new costume. It was just a bit of paint daubed on a robe. Have it, keep it.
Yeah, he's just gotten into he's just started to become interested in theatres, and he's already collecting souvenirs.
Honestly, if you have it, we can probably
thank
pick
you.
out more cursed costumes for you.
We
if you
should
like.
leave. Yeah, we should leave you to it, really.
Yeah, I need to go check, see if Talbot's carrying under a bed somewhere about the starving and eating or whatever.
Could I ask one last question before we leave, though? What were the nature of the dreams, the bad dreams people were having? Just
You see, like Hannah, sort of Michael and George all sort of exchange a glance with each other, and then it's Hannah that says, I think I've just been spending too much time with the script.
okay.
I was dreaming of the city from the play. Not Casilda's city, not the one we're actually in, but the other city. The one that comes to the lake under the
Okay.
Carcosa.
Ah,
It was like I was walking in the streets, and then I had this strangest sensation that there was someone else there walking with me, like a couple of steps behind. But then I turned, and that's when I woke up, and you know when you wake up in a cold sweat sometimes, it was just, I think, just stress and spending too much time with the script.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
that's
that
probably
seems
what
fair.
it is. If you don't need the script anymore, get rid of it, burn it. Try to put it out your mind.
Mine's vanished off somewhere. I've got the. Unfortunately, I've got the whole damn thing memorized. It'll take a while before it filters out my brain. But
what you need is a new play to focus on instead.
Yes, that I do. Well, good to meet you, gentlemen.
All right.
Yeah, we should
be on our
off,
way then.
and,
Yeah.
Yes.
Take care
Have
of
you seen the
yourselves.
sign?
All right then. Good day.
Yep. And we shall take a leave. Probably look for a cab.
All right. And if you head back to the society, that is going to be where we go on break. See you in 10 minutes' time. And we are back. And so, Nigel and Martin, you return to the society from your little trip to the police station and Michael Gillen's house. During this time, I think Roger is still reading his horrible cursed book, and Avery is still tinkering with his horrible cursed machine.
I mean, I probably wrote down like all of the plans and ideas for little gadgets that somebody else could do. I just put them on one like little stack for Martin to go and do whatever with.
Taking a break from the cursed machine and been writing out plans.
Yeah, just like to get the brain in another direction.
Electricity measuring devices, advanced egg slicers, everything that you require.
Yeah, just throw it all together. It's gonna be great.
But Nigel and Martin, you return.
We did.
You can call
Package
a house
in hand.
meeting.
Hey everybody, look what we got. No, he does not do that.
In your hands, you have the costume from the play, which you haven't. I don't think you've looked at it yet to check whether it has the yellow sign emblazoned upon it. Have you seen the yellow sign on it? Have you checked?
We have seen it before, but we haven't checked.
Yeah.
But well,
I mean, how could it not? Go ahead.
So, should we just destroy these then? Get them burned somewhere?
We can just take it as read that the symbol is on this thing and get rid of it?
Yes. Well, I wouldn't just throw it out. I'd just...
Well, yeah, I mean, somebody else could find it. Yeah, we'd have to burn it.
I mean, we got all the clothes other than the ones he changed into, so... At least that should be... Everything should be fine now, other than the nightmares, which...
Yeah.
Don't know of any way to stop that. Other than therapy.
Have any of us actually read through the play completely? No. The book I've had asked Miss Ward to put in the safe upstairs for safekeeping. And I don't know if we want
to. Let's see. We got the scripts, but I'd wanted to get those burnt and destroyed. But so I'd say no.
Okay,
but,
so
I wonder where everyone else is. I think Avery's probably still down in the basement.
Mm-hmm. And at least the society's not on fire, so it must be going well.
Actually, having said that, yes, Avery, I know exactly where he is. He's that just occurred to me.
Yeah, you definitely know that Avery is in the basement, slightly to the left of the entrance.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Avery's here. He's probably still downstairs somewhere.
Okay. And Roger was busy studying one of those dangerous books. Maybe we should check on him.
Oh, that's always worth it. I've heard bad things about his books. Actually, there was, when yourself and Basil and Avery actually had a read of, I think, one each, hadn't you, in the
There was. I thought-
auditorium?
Yeah, yeah, we did.
yeah, was mine the Dole's Tale?
I can't remember what books you were reading. I decided to read.
Well, the Dole Chance, I believe. At least that's. I mean, for Keeper may have adapted some of those and said it didn't came from a different book, but
It's a whole chance. It's not ringing a bell with me, but that doesn't mean that's not what I said.
Hmm.
It's been a while.
I think I was just reading a dream journal at that point.
Yeah, it's been a while out of game, and technically in game.
Yeah.
That
But yeah, it's probably worth checking on them.
Mhm.
I'll tell you what. Do you want to check on Roger? I'll check on Avery.
All right.
As you're doing this, there's a knock on the. Sorry to disturb you, sir. It's James here.
Hey, James.
Hi. A note came from a Miss, Madam Green. Well,
Yes.
out.
Yes, inquiring of the.
Yeah, she said, "Were you satisfied with the loan?"
Indeed, I was.
And asking about someone called Whitfield.
Yes, I have not as yet had a chance to investigate him.
Yeah, I just said I'd pass along the message when you got back.
Okay, all right, then I'll get in touch with her. Thank you, James.
No worries, sir.
So who's this Whitfield person?
Well, I don't know just yet, but he is of interest to Madame Green. It was the favor to return her favor of the three fellows who had fun at
The entertainment.
Yes.
Ah, well, I'll go and check on Avery to see how he's doing, just
Right.
to let him know we're all back. So I'll just head towards Avery's room, the basement.
Avery's still fine where you left him, pretty much.
I know exactly where he is, unfortunately. I just thought I'd come down to see you, Avery, to just let you know that Nigel and myself are back.
Oh, great. Yeah, I had a couple more ideas. I just put them like in a little bit of a stack here. They should all be manageable for somebody without oddities. Just check them in case I forgot something or put something in that shouldn't be in there. But
It's okay. But we managed to get the that gentleman from the play. We managed to get his robe.
Oh, is there anything weird with it?
We haven't had a look at it yet, but it probably has that symbol on it, so we're probably just going to destroy it. But we basically took him a set of clothes and offered to give him a set of clothes which weren't stage clothes, basically, to travel back. We've had a good look and good chat with his friends, and it looks like they're not going to try to do that play again. They're convinced the whole play's cursed, which it probably is.
I mean, yeah.
But they're all having weird nightmares or dreams about the theme of the play, so it's not good. But I'll just go up and see how. I'll just take these papers, have a quick look at them, and see how Roger's doing as well, because he's reading, I think, in the library.
Reading or reading?
Reading.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just check in on him.
Yeah, I think Nigel's already headed that way, but those books aren't. I've not actually tried reading any of those books, but I've never been much of a book person myself.
I think I read like one or two of them. They're all weird, but there's interesting stuff in there.
Oh, I might have a peruse and read through the lot someday. Who knows? But,
You know what? I've been down here for long enough. I'm gonna put my stuff away and get upstairs with the others.
Okay, so you're all gathered together now. Yeah. You all gather up, and yeah, do you have any further plans, any further lines of investigation, or things you're looking into, or are you content now that it seems to be that the play has like fizzled out? Is there anything else you'd want to look into?
Nigel, do you still have the robe? I know we had
Yes.
mentioned.
Yes, we do.
Did you want me to try?
I wouldn't
To see.
recommend it, but if you want to,
I mean, just in case,
do we have a padded room here at the society for you to be in before looking at it?
you think it could be that serious?
Well, this is the robe that caused the outbreak of violence in several cases. Um, Apparently, when they brought him into the jail, so the policemen saw it, and they all got to fighting in amongst themselves with chairs thrown.
Hmm. Well, I found in the few weeks that I've known you that all I've discovered, my constitution is held pretty strong. I mean, I'm willing to touch and see if I can get anything. Maybe
If
I
you-
can sit down and you can
with a
hold me to the
blindfold
chair.
on, hopefully.
Well, it's probably best that it's done here whilst we're all here.
Yeah.
Oh yes, no.
That's
very
probably the
much.
best thing.
I wouldn't do it anywhere else. I mean, for science, my concern is if there's more than just the sign, if there's more than just this robe that's affected.
Well,
I know-
Do you think you could have a feel of it while it's wrapped up and not the sign exposed, or do you need to see the whole thing?
I genuinely do not know. This is uncharted territory for me. This started roughly 6 months ago at the dig site. When I found the statues.
I mean, maybe we should all look at it at the same time so that one of us still remembers afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, I could try without looking, and if nothing happens, we could step further.
Progress. Okay.
Yes.
Well, let's try that if you're willing.
Yes, as long as I guess as long as I make physical contact, I can try.
All right then. Bring out the package.
Okay.
Well, you've got the package.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do. That's right.
Yeah, you have it right
You
there.
forgot.
So yeah, you see this bundle of fabric.
Okay. Waste not, want not, and I'll reach out and touch the robe and see if I get any similar feelings.
It feels like fabric.
Yeah. Yep.
Absolutely nothing weird happens.
Oh, that's good.
Well,
Well, that's weird.
and yeah, yes, that I can assuredly tell you this is a robe,
Okay.
and that's
Good to
all.
know. Hey, well, you sure you really want to go through with looking at the rest of it?
I'm not sure about any of this, but if it means protecting those we care about, then yes.
Right then. Have
Okay.
at it.
All right. Mr. Avery, Mr. Martin, feel free to hold me to this chair just in case.
If I'm sure that'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Avery.
Hmm.
And I guess, did you unfold it or?
No, I didn't unfold it. I just left it folded there on the table.
Okay. And in doing so, I'll unfold the robe, and if the yes,
Please, I was going to say, keeper, please note that I am averting my eyes deliberately.
I was.
Is everyone else just averting their gaze?
I'm,
No.
looking, I'm looking elsewhere.
I think you've all seen this sign multiple
We don't.
times
If it's the
now?
same. If it's the same sign, we haven't seen it, so we don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
I am going to ask.
We saw it on Michael, right?
Yeah.
I saw it on that wall, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And
going to
we-
ask for a sanity roll from anyone looking at the sign.
Okay. Yeah, I'll unwrap it and touch it. Sanity roll.
You look at the sign.
Oh, I can't do. Yeah,
You,
I can't luck point that.
Yeah. Roger, you instinctively flinch back from it. But
No, stay here. It's fine.
you've seen it before. You don't actually lose any sanity. It's just more of a kind of
Okay.
like. Ah! Yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Still the same sign.
Yep. Oh, that was surprising.
No desire to start punching?
Well, if Mr. Avery holds me any tighter, maybe. But
That's fine. Let's just throw that thing in the
Yeah.
trash. No, in the
Oh,
fireplace, maybe.
Yeah.
yeah, I think so. I don't think there's anything
Well,
to
actually,
gain from this.
is it just paint on the back?
It's on the front of it rather than the
Oh.
back of it. It's on
Oh.
like the
You could probably just
front of the robe.
scrape it off or damage it, then get rid of it. But we'll dispose of it somehow.
In
Yeah,
a
I mean, you've got a
permanent fashion.
fireplace, probably with a fire going in it.
Yeah, that's the best place.
Feel like the fireplace is a terrible place to. I mean, things come out of the fireplace all the time.
Fireplace in the library.
I think the things usually go in the fireplace, right?
Yeah,
Well,
it'll be fine.
Gotta go grab it and just shove it in.
And you watch as the fire crackles across, sort of the catch on the edge of the fabric curls and blackens, sort of smoulders up, until for a moment all you can see in the flames is just the sign, ringed with fire, as the fire slowly curls up and begins to consume it. And who's looking at the fire, apart from Avery, who definitely is? Avery, give me a power roll, please. Roger, give me one as well.
Yeah. Roger will be looking.
As the fire licks over the symbol.
Oops.
What is that?
And
21.
Roger, the rest of you hear Roger sort of whisper something, almost half under his breath, as he sort of watches the flames, and you hear the words, "Rejoice. The stranger tells the world will be born anew," just muttered under his breath as he stares into the flames. "Rejoice, rejoice. The king will come this winter."
Yeah, I'll repeat it to him because I heard him say it. What?
Do I remember that?
It's sort of like when Nigel repeats the words, it's almost like you're being kind of shaken from like you don't. You said something, but you aren't really aware of saying that. It's almost like, yeah.
I'm sorry, Nigel. Wait, what?
You
What were you saying?
you just said that phrase just a second ago. I don't know what you were doing exactly. I wasn't looking, but I just heard you say the words.
Sorry, I think I just spaced out. I was watching the robe in the fire, and I don't remember.
I'll say it again, just to.
The stranger tells the king will come.
Rejoice. The stranger tells that the king,
Yep.
the world will be born anew. The king will come this winter.
We have heard that phrase from someone else as well.
Yeah.
So do you remember something about the king returning in the winter?
Wasn't that what the play was about? The king returning?
Something like that. Looks like we'll have to be, well, we're going to have to be careful. It doesn't seem as if this is the end of it.
No.
No.
We need to find, or at least talk to Talbot, because he's probably not going to give up on his dream.
Oh, that's a very good point.
Yes.
We'll have to keep our ears open in case we hear of any unusual graffiti turning up in the city. It matches this as well.
Certainly. Oh, gentlemen, I'm sorry. In everything I forgot, Miss Lucy mentioned to me earlier she was looking into Mr. Montague Edwards and his disappearance as well.
Mm-hmm.
I know his neighbors mentioned him moving to Scotland. She's more of the impression that he's no longer on this mortal coil.
Really?
Yeah.
What does she base that on? Or did
His
she
sudden
say-
disappearance.
Hmm.
I'll admit, the sound of it kind of gave me echoes of what sounded like what happened to you all, but I would imagine another time travel shenanigan. would
Maybe
be
we should
unlikely.
look out for him in 14 years.
Well, it may be worth us trying to get a photo of him or a picture of some fashion, and we
I think
could
so.
treat it as a missing person, investigate it.
Yes, she was interested in what could possibly take him out.
I mean, he could just be like missing in like the dream realm or someplace else, or hopped into the future like we did, or maybe hopped in the past. Who knows?
You have one unresolved thread from that all past and future. There was a girl I saw outside the society, strangely dressed in atrocious hairstyle. I'm not sure we'll ever find out.
Did you have an interest in this girl?
No, not that I would ever remember. I mean, she would make enormous waves. Should she be seen in contemporary society?
Was this 14 years ago or current?
Oh, 14 years ago.
Oh, okay. I mean, strange
years
dress and
old.
hair.
Oh, was this to do with
20s
glimpses
maybe?
into
I
the
forget.
future? Glimpses into the future or the past? There's some strange things going on. Because
Yes.
I got a glimpse into the past about the a building blowing up, as I recall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, could you describe this girl? I mean,
I'm going to rely on the keeper for the exact details.
Oh, you remember her wearing this sort of quite bright, I think it's orange dress? I mean, dress was perhaps,
A bit.
yeah, it was frankly indecent in its length.
It was rather short.
Very, very short. Like, just didn't even reach to her knees. Like,
Scandalous.
scandalously
Scary.
short dress. Can't remember how I described her hair.
Well, shaved on one side of the head.
Oh, yeah,
Or, yeah.
maybe, yeah. It was definitely very, very unusual style. She stared at you like you were a ghost.
Yes.
intriguing. Would this description ring any bells to Roger during his time in London?
I mean, short skirts are in now.
Yeah.
I mean, but still, that seems short even for the age. Like,
Yes.
I mean, women are now, they're cutting their hair short and wearing short skirts. Maybe
Yeah.
this is the path of... What? Maybe this is the future. They're just going to keep getting shorter and shorter.
At this point, she might as not been
My
wearing
goodness.
anything.
Yeah, if they keep getting shorter,
Yeah.
maybe we'll return to the garden.
But yeah, it doesn't. The description sounds like a much more extreme version of the sort of current modern fashions of the age.
No, I was thinking maybe I had seen or heard in passing, but no, I'm sorry. I'm sure I'd remember someone of that visage.
Mm-hmm. It's something you certainly can't forget.
Certainly.
But I'd also seen, the founder of the society, which was quite some time ago, and one like the vision from the past. He's in one of the paintings in the hall. So I thought at the time maybe I was just hallucinating, remembering using that as a basis for it. The girl, on the other hand, had nothing that I would know about.
Indeed, interesting.
I seem to remember that one because you kept seeing these strange things and nobody else could see it.
Right.
It took a while, then eventually a couple of us glimpsed similar things. But it is all strange business this time stuff.
Who knew? Maybe Agnes had used something that was off in one of our dinners.
Sometimes strange mushrooms in there. You don't.
Yes. She went out foraging and picked the wrong one.
I mean,
Right ones.
maybe if we get enough of a description of the girl, maybe we can get a gate there.
That's That's an incredible idea.
You do know your gates.
No, I'm not sure if it's helping to go to some girl in like a short dress, but
No,
I guess
it's probably not worth the trouble. I mean,
So, other than planning to make a portal through time and space to find the future where women wear short dresses, do you have any other plans to follow up on in this moment, in this day, or this week in the London Esoteric
I
Society?
believe Nigel is someone who wants to check about.
Yeah, well, I do need to. That is part of the things I need to do to pay back Madame Green.
I think Martin's probably going to nothing relevant, to be fair, to mythos type stuff. I'm not sure, actually. I don't think he's got any leads to do. It's going to be more hobby type things, unless something turns up.
Okay. So, other than Nigel chasing down leads, it seems that everyone. Oh yeah, Roger, I see it.
Sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt. Yes.
No, go for it. Interrupt away.
No, yes. While everyone's gathered, Roger will look at Nigel. Pardon me. We mentioned this earlier, Nigel. Gentlemen, while you're here, I remember you mentioning a subject of. And again, I'm sorry if I say this incorrect. Fish people.
Yeah.
Have you come across statues, small, and he'll describe the smooth black fish person statue.
That was the one down by the Thames, right?
There's one of the Thames. This was mentioned in the book. I'm finding mention of these around. And you all seem to have had history with these.
Perhaps these things are to do with, perhaps these fish people have a belief or a faith system. Maybe these statues are tied in with that.
Yes. I was just curious as to your experience.
I've encountered fish people, but not encountered any statues or figurines of them. I saw one duck into a cave quite some time ago.
I'm sorry, an actual fish person. Like you saw him.
I think it was the same one we saw a few times, to be fair, dealing with a matter in Brighton and
Right.
Some strange things going on with time and machines. But it is in a cave beneath the sanatorium.
Yeah, there was a machine that was being built.
The machine's no longer there. The machine was trouble.
it was a prototype.
That's true. I forgot you did a lot of work on it, actually.
Is it the thing downstairs is the modern version?
Oh,
I mean, a 14-year-old modern version, whatever.
which is still functioning.
Yeah, it worked fine. I mean, almost.
But did you have any questions about the fish people, or?
Yeah.
I believe I might.
Okay.
Not at the moment, but I believe it may come up. Yes.
Okay.
Well, they have their own language. We couldn't understand it, but it seemed to be communicating to us in some sort of structured language, but it could understand us.
Interesting. Okay.
So that's maybe a bit of information I was of some use to.
It is, yes. Was it just verbal, or was there any written?
We saw nothing written. It was trying to explain something to us. I think, I'm trying to remember. Nigel, you were speaking to it, I think, at the time. You had asked it something, or Basil had asked it something.
One of us did.
I think it was trying to convince us that we should go into the cave, underwater, out to sea.
Yes, it was trying to do that.
It wanted you to join it in the ocean, I believe.
Yeah, that's the impression we got. It seemed to be gesturing and communicating, but nothing written.
But how long we would enjoy that experience was in question.
Yeah.
I mean, you can ask Pendergast how long he enjoys that.
That would be a trip to a place we haven't been for a while.
Yeah. Oh, that's the point. Yes.
Well,
Nice. Anyway,
yes. Thank you. Yes, thank you. If any more questions or information pop up, I'll definitely be in
please
touch
do.
on that.
how come
Yes.
you're really interested in the fish people? I mean, there may be some information in the library, or
Yeah.
Lucy
Did that
might have
come
a
up?
better insight on it.
Yeah. Did that come up in the book you're looking into now?
I believe so. I'm seeing mention. It's going to take me a while to truly get through this, but yes, I'm seeing mentions of them not just in this book but elsewhere, and I hesitate to say this. I hesitate to say similarities, but I'm seeing similarities in what I'm finding with The Wanderer from the Lake and this other book.
There might be.
So I'm wondering if there's a connection, possibly.
Who knows? Perhaps these fish people are natural, but they're in the sea, so we don't encounter them every day.
Right.
Truly.
Have you gone through the library and found any of the journals from the time when the society was down at the?
Not yet, no. To be fair, I didn't know those existed until this very moment.
Oh,
So,
okay.
That might be next.
I mean, most of the society members kept. Well, I mean, maybe not the most detailed journals, but there were describing our adventures. Was it Mr. White? You remember? Was it Eleanor Marsh? Was the one we found that Pendergast was abusing her family over the 200 years.
Yes. Well, Roger, you won't be. I don't believe you ever met Pendergast. He was a very dangerous individual who, many years ago, ended up joining the society here. I think it was a mistake to have brought him in the first place, for all accounts, everything considered. He was centuries old. Yeah. It turned out he had found a way to extend his life with some ritual that involved killing people, but of a certain ancestral heritage type thing, and tied in with fish people, I believe, or the fish type stuff. And he was basically hunting them and killing them and using them to prolong his life.
Yeah, extracting their hearts, basically.
Yeah, that's more or less. But yeah, there's quite a bit of history regards fish people in the society. But that Pendergast is no longer a member of the society, or amongst the living, from what I've heard. Actually,
although there is some doubt as to whether he still exists in the dream realm.
Yeah, simply because death is not always the end, from what we've heard.
From some
But it gets to be amongst the unliving.
Yes. Well, that is a lot to consider. Thank you. Yes, I'll definitely come to you with any other questions. And you said Miss Ward also has some information.
She'd definitely know much more than us about fish people.
Yes, she seemed quite...
She might have an idea about this statue from the book you mentioned.
I think so. She seems... Yes, I think so.
Unfortunately, most of us here, we don't tend to know a great deal about this. These strange matters, we're quite new to ourselves, if you exclude the 14-year time gap.
It seems we find ourselves on equal footing. Well, thankfully, archaeology is 90% research. So, I'm no stranger to this.
So, what next? Does anyone any more plans, or?
I mean, I have work to do. I'm not planning anything else. But in the meantime,
I mean, all I've got is I've got no work plan today, so other than hobbies and social activities. I mean, actually, I could check in with one of the social clubs to see if there's any news regards to theatre, but
And I just got to repay my debt, so I just need to start the investigation.
could do. Do
That's
you need any help with that, or
oh, after I do a little reconnaissance and get some data on his whereabouts to look further, then I might need some help at that point.
Okay. It sounds like you're going your own separate ways for a while. As you step away from this meeting, Nigel has some investigation to do. Avery has work to do on his horror machine in the basement. Martin has social network to build up and socializing to do.
business stuff?
Yeah, business man, business work, much business. And Roger, as he once again steps away from this table with, like, a mind filled with more information of, like, every time you sit down and start talking with these guys, you come back with more, like, it goes deeper and deeper. Yeah, as you step away, over the next few days, you hear that the continued run of Carcosa has been cancelled due to poor reviews, riots, and the general breakdown of the theatre company. There's not really any further reporting on what Estes and the cast are up to. As far as you're aware, they're still in London, but they seem to be keeping themselves to themselves for the time being. Roger, you're able to finish your way reading through the Book of Ibon, and I will let you know that as well as this increased knowledge you now have, you also have access to a few dubiously dangerous rituals that are listed in the book. There are spells here to, I think, wither limbs, enchant blades, and also to call upon Cthulhu and call upon Tharthagiwa. Did you wish to have a little chat? Roger, even as you're reading these rituals that speak of, like, how to call upon and contact these deities, I don't know what Roger's instinctual reaction is to seeing this.
Sorry, Patrick is also just taking that in.
Yeah.
Okay, you said the list of the spells available: enchant blades, contact the deities.
Yeah, I'll update the specifics when I.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah. Roger, seeing as I'm struggling for words here, as mundane comparatively as, like, enchant blades and stuff like that. Once he gets to this, contact Cthulhu, he is kind of taken back to the Roger he knew 6 months ago before any of this started, would have just laughed and tossed this away. And then even the Roger weeks ago before meeting these gentlemen would have been so skeptical. But at this point, between everything he has learned, everything he has seen, even at the Pinhue Foundation, he's realizing that there is so much more out there to discover. And he's kind of just considering the paths that lie before him. And just kind of, I imagine he's alone right now. I imagine he's alone right now. He just kind of softly laughs to himself. A laugh that is almost like his sanity isn't broken, but he has felt it cracked. So it kind of comes out in that laugh.
Yeah, been a lot. But yeah, as this little chapter comes to a close, Nigel, you have this investigation to begin into interfering and looking into the activities of Ernest Whitfield just down on the docks.
Okay.
How would Nigel sort of set about investigating this? What would his starting point be?
Well, I'd start by looking at what business he's known to conduct, and where. I mean, obviously now I know that he's at the docks. Kind of start looking from the outside in. I mean, I'm not going to go directly to him, but I need to investigate his the business that he does, his people he seems to associate with.
Okay. I think I'm going to ask for just an initial sort of roll here of just like lay of the land. And as this is related to your sort of profession, your training, I'm going to say, unless you have a skill you prefer to use, you can do this with either sort of your like intelligence or education stat, as we don't really have a set being a detective skill.
But
Detectoring.
yes, right. Okay. All
But-
right then. Oh my. I could spend the 11. Doesn't leave me much, but I will spend the luck for that.
Okay, so yeah, you make a start into sort of asking around, trying to find out a little bit more about his name, Ernest Whitfield. You find out that he operates out of the docks in the East End of London. So this is why he's sort of come into a bit of conflict, it sounds, with Madam Green's crew.
Right.
He apparently is not London native. He sort of popped up in London within the last year and has really started to come places in the last, 3 months or so. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Throwing pens around. He sort of seems to be gaining a lot of influence among, the boatman crew, the dockers down at the docks, people hauling and moving cargo. And
Boatman. That rings a different bell. But
there is one name that comes up in relation to his, as it seems to be, essentially he seems to be a bit of a smuggler, a bit of a, fell off the back of a boat, he can get sort of guy, he has access. But there's rumours that he has an in on one of the big and important shipping companies that's operating into and out of London. And the reason this name would sort of leap out to you is someone mentions that he has some association with the White family.
oh no.
There is potentially some connection between him and a shipping done by. Someone just mentions, it's just almost an in passing mention of, oh yeah, he runs a lot of stuff out of the White family's warehouses. I think he must have some sort of deal with them.
Hey. All right then. Make a note to have a long discussion with Mr. White.
I mean, it could be a different White. I mean, it's a fairly common.
No, I mean it's business and it's in London. I think they have the corner on that. So, okay. Anything else? Or is that it for the moment?
I'd say on place of first, that is sort of what you get so far. You get a few more sort of names and addresses of warehouses, some pubs where his people hang out, some warehouses where his people store stuff. Nothing solid, but perhaps enough to pass back to May to give her something to go on.
Initial status. Then.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, then I guess I'll take that info and set up a meeting with Madam Green to fill
Some
her in.
respect on that title.
Yes. To fill her in, and then after that I will have a talk with Martin.
Okay, so you're setting up a meeting with Madam Green. This is probably over sort of the course of a week after the theatre.
Okay.
So other than Nigel sort of doing this digging around investigating, Roger furthering his dubious reading, Avery working with the machine. Has anyone been up to anything important during this week that you think is any important or interesting?
I wouldn't say important or interesting, but the paperwork I would have got from Avery regards his invention, I would have been looking into making that into some sort of production, business-wise, to get that out there.
Would this be something you'd be discussing with your brother, or is this something you're doing alone?
It would be done within the business, so he would mention it to his brother, because it is something that is going to be possibly a building block regards the industry, electrical stuff for the future. So he would mention it offhand, but
yeah. In which case, one evening you probably find yourself towards the end of this week. You find yourself in conversation with your brother, Robert, perhaps over a glass of port or whiskey, by the fire. As
that makes sense.
Robert sort of looks over these. This is quite the genius. This
He is. He's quite a fantastic
Collins fella.
inventor. He has been under a lot of strain, but this could be a building block for the electrical industry. So if we get it patented now,
I can definitely. I know some good lawyers can look into it, and I've got a contact with a manufacturing place up just outside of Derby. They do a lot of our manufacturing work. So
this is just the start, though. This
get
is
them sort of working on perhaps we'll get some what's the word, prototypes done up here. But if we want to go into mass production, it'll probably have to be up at the Henson plant.
I'm pretty sure Avery could come up with more things as well in the future.
Also, we should probably take the two of you up on a visit at some point. And I know how much you like your London, your clubs and everything, but it's good sometimes to get out and see the actual factory.
Oh yeah, definitely.
See what we own. These are incredible. He flicks through them one more time.
He is
really impressive.
He is a brilliant electrical engineer.
Yeah.
Is there anything interesting you'd like me to look into whilst I'm here?
No, I mean, it's good to have you back. I know it's been a strange couple of weeks since you came back, and
things have started to settle now. Back into business.
Look, the story I've been putting around is that you went away for some time, some sort of. I've basically been evasive about it. I don't know what official story you want to give. The story you gave me is I can't tell people that you think you.
I know it sounds
time traveled.
It is far fetched. It does sound ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, Martin. People are going to, if you go around telling people that, people are going to lock you away somewhere.
That's why I've not been telling anyone that.
Good.
It's more a matter of I have no memory of that time at all. And that is that is the confusing thing. But it could have been I was travelling elsewhere. That's the Far East. I mean, that seems popular these days.
Maybe. Look, just keep it vague and keep it. If you don't actually know where you were, keep it vague. Otherwise, it's gonna,
Oh, definitely.
We're not gonna have to worry about someone unearthing records, photographs, newspaper articles about you. I don't know, running around naked in the Scottish Highlands, or I don't know what people do when they suffer from bouts of amnesia. Be found strolling along, calling themselves a new name.
I don't know.
I don't know, Kent or somewhere.
I mean, there's old stories of people running around in their night clothes and stuff like that around London, but...
oh, you hear all kind of mad stories. There was...
I don't know, I'm fine.
If you ever want to hear mad stories, you should speak to the sailors, the captains on the shipping side. There is no story madder than sailors' stories.
That's very true.
I went out with some chaps, some Navy chaps, and some of the guys in shipping. The things they talk about, people claiming, I got washed upon an island that then vanished. There were strange obelisks and... No, the island vanished. Some guy claiming that he got washed up on an island.
I know what probably happened. The tide came in.
Oh, no. But there were creepy obelisks on this one, and then strange monsters. You should come down sometime. It's a good laugh. It's a good laugh.
Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah.
I may as well be sociable. Get involved.
Watch out for the fish people.
What? Fish people? You mean fisherman?
Yeah. I'm gonna ask here, Martin.
Okay. What do
Give
you
me
want?
a roll, essentially a fast talk or something. Basically, a roll to keep your composure here.
As he mentions fish people.
Yeah, this is, or I think I accept sanity or something like that. Like,
Would you let
basi-
me do a charm just to cover it up?
yeah, basically some kind of social roll or sanity.
Nice roll, but that's a fail.
Nice. Yeah, so like he kind of breezes on past it. He's clearly he's joking around. He's talking nonsense.
Yeah.
But there's a moment like there's like a wash of cold water down the back of your spine. It's here, fish people.
Yeah.
Because you know that it's not a joke.
I haven't seen them.
You've seen them, and your brother gives you a slight sidelong glance for a moment, and then carries on talking about and then sort of murderous cannibal penguins. And launches into a half-remembered story that he heard from someone at the club who'd heard it from a sailor he met who'd been somewhere who'd supposedly seen giant cannibal penguins, which you're not clear whether it means that the penguins eat other penguins. Like, yeah, it doesn't make much sense to the story.
Next thing I'll be talking about trolls, werewolves, vampires, and all that nonsense, but sea ones.
But yeah, you have this chat with your brother.
Yep.
Yeah. Other than that, so yeah, Nigel's got his meeting with May Green. Avery or Roger, do either of you have anyone sort of as this like interlude of time passes by that you would want to speak to about anything? Roger?
I was waiting to see if I thought
I
Avery was going to
don't.
talk. Yeah. Okay.
I will go back in my nut cave and keep doing stuff.
No worries. Yes. Roger had I guess technically 3, but really 2. He would just be firstly checking in with Isla. Just over this week because he's been away during the day a lot. Just kind of checking in with her, seeing how she is, maybe taking a few trips out to the park just to have an escape. He would also try to contact the university to and I'm pulling up their names here because unfortunately I am bad with names, to check on his previous assistants.
Oh, yeah. We do not
Charles and
accept
Maria.
anyone being bad at names around here. We accept...
Why I take so many notes. He would
That'd
try
be shocking.
to contact the university just to check on Charles and Maria, given, the passage of time to, make sure they arrived back home safe, that they're doing okay at the university.
Yeah.
And, given the situation that they went through, how they're coping.
What you would learn from that is that they are taking a bit of a break. They've gone back they've gone essentially back to their family childhood home for a bit of a rest and recuperation. Well deserved after their death experience.
Understandable. Yeah.
Yes, they're taking a rest, but they made it back safely.
Okay.
Physically in one piece.
Yep. He would be glad to hear that in the back of his mind. He would remember the deal that was made.
But yeah, it weighs on you, that knowledge. You haven't been asked anything yet. But that knife is sort of a weight in your mind. And where are you keeping that knife these days? The knife that the Lord of the Woods gave you.
Yeah, when he doesn't have it on him, he has, because given the time that it is and the fact that Isla and Roger are not married, I would assume they have 2 separate bedrooms. He has a lockbox, kind of buried, hidden under his bed, where he has the knife, the statues, stuff that he's trying to make sure stays safe and away from Isla, and just kind of where he knows that it's going should hopefully be safe when he's away. But it's under his bed.
Yeah. And it's almost like, I would almost say your knowledge of that knife is almost akin to Martin's constant knowledge of where Avery is. Your sort of part of your mind is always there. It's like the knife. It's under the lockbox.
Yep.
It's a reminder, this unfinished business between you and something ancient and powerful that you owe a debt to. And
Yep.
one day, maybe tomorrow, maybe next year, maybe 10 years from now, it is going to come and try and collect that debt from you in some way, surely. But in the meantime, perhaps you can read and know what is coming. But yeah, Isla is there one day when you sort of get back from sort of work, research, the side of archaeology that's less dramatic, where you're cataloguing and
The boring part.
and she's there, like, looks. I've been promoted.
Wait, what?
Yeah, apparently I was doing such a good job with taking care of things and typing things up that, Mr. White, not your Mr. White, Mr. Robert White.
Yeah, I think
It's going to get confusing.
Yes.
It feels weird calling Mr. White by his first name, but either of the Mr. Whites, but Mr.
Yep.
Robert White.
Yes.
Has made me his secretary.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Oh,
and honestly, it's going to be quite a challenge. I mean, this is a far cry from running a golfing hotel.
It is. I'm not surprised at all. I knew you would succeed. And Roger will actually go to kind of lift her and twirl her a bit, just in celebration.
Ooh, I'll mind the light.
Oh, sorry.
No, Roger, you've knocked my light over.
Rip the light.
This is not a big enough room to wave my arms around and twirl.
I need a repair light spell now.
Yeah, you spin her around,
Yeah.
and she's like, yeah, they've got it's mostly just keeping his diary and typing things up, but they've minutes of meetings, all sorts of things. I mean, all sorts of stuff. They've got manufacturing and shipping. I think, honestly, I don't think Mr. Robert knows half the things about what his industry does. There's entire factories I don't think he knows he owns. But yeah, it's going to be quite a challenge.
I think I can understand. Those up top sometimes, most times, rarely know the goings about of the day to day. But if anyone could head this up, I knew it would be you. That's fascinating though. That's just the import export, just everything they have their hands in. It's incredible.
Well, yeah, hang on. Let's crack open so we celebrate to my continued success as with the White family industry, and yours with the university and the Penhues.
Yes. Yeah, it
Penhew?
sounds like everything with Penhew is very promising.
I mean, for what you said, Gaffigan seems, quite
You see,
impressed.
Yes, he was very fascinated, impressed with the dig site, with my current knowledge, and he yes, he seems willing to kind of take me on and offered possible jobs around the globe.
This will be exciting. In the future.
To the future, yes.
As you raise a toast together.
Yep.
Meanwhile, somewhere across London, or semi-meanwhile, we're in liminal time here. In the offices of Madam Green, East End gangster. Nigel, you find yourself across the desk from Madam Green herself.
Madam Green, we meet again. I have a little bit of status information update for you on the Ernest Whitfield situation.
Good. Yeah. Tell me.
He seems to be in with I was like, wait, what? Oh, okay, I get it.
Is it cigarette in a holder? Obviously,
yeah.
we're
Of course.
1920s character. The pen is the best I've got.
Look, it could be a cigar. I mean, but anyway.
Go on.
He seems to be involved in shipping over in London. Was it East London?
Yeah, East London.
On that side.
Yeah.
Okay. He seems to be
around like Shadwell.
Oh, okay. All right. Now he seems to somehow to be associated with the White family, although I don't know if it's my Mr. White's family yet or not. I haven't had a chance to discuss this with him. I thought I would get what I had back to you as soon as I could.
White. The name that keeps coming up a lot in the docks these days. They're buying up. Well, they're expanding their interest in import-export. What that means is they're buying up warehouses and contracts on shipping. They've got a lot of money behind them.
Hmm.
I didn't know Whitfield was involved with them, though. That's
No, I still have quite a bit
curious.
to chase down, but I wanted to let you know what I found so far.
Yes. Well, if you can, keep on digging. If it is... Well, the Whites, as far as I'm aware, the Whites that are involved in the shipping are the same as your Mr. White.
Hmm.
So...
Okay. Well, I'll have
might
to...
you be able to dig into it with him, see what he knows?
Yeah. Right.
I mean, it might be that Whitfield is just leeching off their business in some way, or he might know something about them. I've always found when dealing with the types like Mr. White, proper businessmen, it's good to get some blackmail material on them. So,
one other.
If there's any compromising information on the Whites that Whitfield might know, you should probably look into that for general interest. But also, if you find any good stuff, then
understood. Okay. Oh, one other small detail. This might. Whitfield is not a native Londoner. He's from somewhere else.
I'd say with your digging, you probably had enough to find out that he's from a place called Dunwich up in Norfolk.
Okay. That'll be another place to have a look.
East Anglia, Norfolk. Yeah. Right. Thank you for this.
And thank you very much for the loan of your men. They worked out wonderfully.
They seem to have a good time. I always feel bad about asking you for anything in return for this. Like they generally seem to have enjoyed their night out at the theatre. Apparently, there was a punch-up and a riot.
There was.
But if you need any riots in the future, I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige.
We might in fact have to take you up on that.
Did it do the trick with
absolutely
resolving that mess?
100%. Yes.
Good.
Right then.
Well, till we meet again, which I'm sure will be soon.
It will be. As I find out things, I will keep you updated.
And give my best wishes to Basil if you see him.
I still have. He's still in Peru, as far as I know.
Yes. Well, I'm sure he'll be back.
Hopefully so. I miss.
It's very strange seeing you without him still.
It feels
half of you is missing.
It is. It feels that way.
Well,
but hope.
It's good luck with the society. Don't let them. You're a decent man, Mr. Hargreaves, and the society has a habit of swallowing people up.
I have seen.
Try not to let that happen to you.
I'll do my best. Right.
She bids you farewell.
Yeah, farewell. Ta-ra.
before any of you meet up with each other again, Avery, you're down in the basement beneath the kitchens, the lowest level of the society, tinkering away on this machine. Probably you've kind of lost track of time of day. There's no windows down here. You're not sure exactly what time of night or day it is down here. But I will offer you, make me a listen roll, please.
I'm busy.
You're busy tinkering away when you hear a voice sort of right behind you, like someone has clearly walked up right behind you, didn't notice them, and you hear the voice of Agnes, the housekeeper.
My goodness, Agnes.
She goes, that thing is not good.
Why? I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't do the weird things and sending stuff anymore.
You should get rid of it. And she says, in the Agnes voice, which I cannot do because I cannot do a West Country accent.
Why?
I dreamt about it.
Oh. Okay.
Your
How?
machine. Churning gears. And light splits up the stars. It's a bad thing, I think. There was a thing where I grew up. They call it the moon lens. They say it was a door to beyond the stars, to the realm where the gods come from. That's what this thing is, it not? A door to the stars. Have you ever heard of anything good coming from the stars?
I mean, no, that's why I made the door so small that nothing can come through. Except for, the thing that I want to come through is just like the energy and stuff.
You know, I come down here a lot in the years you were gone. Used to take a big wrench and look at this thing and think, I should just break it. But then I worried that if I broke it, then it might explode in my face.
I mean, fair enough if you just break it like that. But in case you're really worried, this one and this, I'm pointing at the lever with the large sticky note all chucked over it. If you pull that one, it should just shut off the gates, and then, I mean, I hope that reassures. I'd rather not have to. I mean, admitting if it's dangerous, we should probably not. But we also, everything's dangerous, right? So we would need to find out how dangerous.
Look, I'm not one of your fancy society sorts. I just work here.
No, you're definitely one of the fancy society sorts. You just don't go outside. Which is probably the good idea.
I did go outside. I look after the garden.
You know what I mean. You're not running face first into the next weird thing you see.
No, this might sound mad. Other people came to the society to delve into the occult and the eldritch. I came here to get away from it.
Fair. I mean, you got away somewhat, right? And considering what I read in the diaries.
I don't think you ever get away from it, really.
Nah. Once you've seen outside the bounds of physics, it's kind of not something you can just forget.
No.
I mean, promise me if you're really worried that something might come through, that you pull the lever, right?
I'll pull the lever.
Okay. I'm gonna keep going, keep going there and starting to. I'm trying to finish fixing this thing before I'm shutting it off.
And Agnes heads away, humming something under her breath.
She knows how to turn it off if it's really, really problematic, but you know, it's a button in red.
And so it is that about a week and a half after the events at the theatre, maybe coming on 2 weeks, the four of you find yourselves once again gathered together. Possibly over tea. Would you like this to be an evening thing or a morning thing?
Yep.
To catch up.
Perhaps an evening meal or evening drink after working hours. Just
After working hours, you've had an evening meal, and this is like retire to the library afterwards. There's a bottle of port. There's also sherry for those of you who prefer. And as you gather together, there's two things. Firstly, some of you have some business perhaps with each other to discuss. But there's also a note on the table that arrived at the Society's door this morning. It's not in a letter. It looks like someone has just shoved it through the letterbox. And it's written in very bad handwriting. And it simply says, Alexander Roby is in St. Agnes. He knows how to call Carcosa. That's all it says.
Well,
This is interesting.
yeah, Roby. He was one of the four.
Plus, yeah.
The Bacon and Edwardson Quarry. Apparently, we're not quite as finished with that adventure as we thought.
Was Roby the one we spoke to in that bar? Who'd been looking into the yellow sign.
That was Wilfred Gretzy.
Let's see. I'm just trying to render why that name's familiar.
You can give me an intelligence roll if you want me to put it together for you.
I shall check my notes.
Didn't we have some sort of unfortunate incident with Roby? I forget now.
Anyone who would like to make an intelligence roll to know why that name is familiar to you can
Might be
make
the
it.
best option.
Oh my god, okay. Sorry, I couldn't find intelligence. I found where it
Yeah.
was.
Roby is the name of the author of the book that Roger has, the Stranger by the Shore one.
That's the gentleman who wrote one of the books I've been studying. Just for clarification, that's the Wanderer from the Lake.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
You're the Wanderer from the Lake.
No,
I'm kind of
you're
the
good. I just want to
title
make
of this
sure.
book keeps changing every time. I have it written down, and it's every time I mention this book, I manage to get a slightly different title.
100. I just wanted to make sure. Sometimes I write it wrong. Yeah.
Yes, I think we might have to make this canonical that somehow everyone who tries to think about this book there's some curse of the title.
It is written in cryptography, so yeah.
Yeah. You've had a bit more time to look at that book.
Okay.
Yeah, as I said, you do have like the extraction of that spell that in the speak the end of the day.
Yes.
And also hints that there is another spell in this book, another incantation, something that's taking a lot longer to piece together because it seems to be much bigger.
Okay. In the same vein of the bespeak the end of the day, seeing into the future, like, or something
No.
else entirely. Okay.
This seems to be, I would say, given your light reading you've been doing recently, this feels more in the vein of your, I
Oh.
would like to get in touch with something big and powerful. This is seems to be, from what you've read so far, involves reaching out and pulling something towards you.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, in the time we've had, I've been able to pour through some of these books. The one in particular written by Mr. Ryobi. I know I mentioned there was one hints of a spell that I had seen. I did come across something else. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but to be fair, it feels worlds different from this whole seeing into the futures, almost as if it's reaching out and pulling something towards us, something big doesn't even begin to describe it.
The city?
It could be.
The city in the
It-
stories.
It could be the city. It could be an entity. I don't know. Carcosa was the city.
Just checking. St. Agnes, is that an area in London or a city or a town or
Or a psychiatric ward.
is it something? If it's London, I might be familiar with it because I've lived in London my entire life. But
I don't think you've heard of an area of London called St. Agnes.
no.
I am now just checking. I'm answering that way because I have not heard of an area of London called St. Agnes. I am just double checking. There are some churches in London called St. Agnes, but there's no like St. Agnes area.
That's okay. So looks like we might be able to make contact with the author, although it's a bit strange who's put this through here. Don't think it's any handwriting I'd recognise.
If so, either.
Why is the K missing? Is he miswriting the things?
It could be a misspelling, but it's maybe it's more so they're saying that he's ready. Tempest Fugit, gentlemen.
Well, perhaps we should try and find him. Oh,
So,
I mean, can't go more than horrifyingly wrong.
At an appropriate moment, when no one's paying attention, I'd like to say to Mr. White, when possible, could I have a conversation with you in private?
that sounds ominous, but okay.
Right.
Now or later, or
Whenever you have the time.
well, now if you wish.
All right.
We're just
Is-
somewhere. There'll be another room.
You've got
somewhere.
enough. This
This
is
is
a
a
very
house.
large house. There are plenty of rooms.
We'll probably just go into the lounge or whichever room's
The
nearest.
parlour, the second parlour, the spare
Oh.
occasional parlour.
So, how can I help?
Well, I've been doing some investigation on someone for Madam Green, in payment for the guys we had caused trouble at the theater. And the fellow that I've been investigating seems to be involved with the White family. Now, I don't know if it's your family of Whites.
It probably is, knowing our luck.
He's let's see, operating with the White family over towards on the east side, Shadwell, that area, doing some import-export business.
Yeah, it probably is my family. I know they're involved with the import-export stuff now. I haven't really seen much of that myself.
Okay.
I've more of the engineering, inventions, manufacturing side of things.
The reason Madame Green is concerned is that he's beginning to move in on her operations. And I don't want anything to happen to you, which is why I was hoping it was not your white family.
It probably is, but it'll be interesting to find out. I'm not really involved in the import-export stuff. My brother had mentioned something about the docks recently, actually, to do some of the stories he's heard from the sailors and people involved with that side of things. But I could probably inquire and sort of lean into that and get involved with the import-export side of things.
Okay.
And find out a bit more.
All right. That'd be much appreciated.
I think the thing that would be interesting is if he's pushing into her territory, is Madame Green considering pushing into his?
Well, he's not natively London-based.
Because if she
up
ends
further
up
north,
being the better business proposal as such, I mean, if it's my brother's involvement with the import-export and he's somehow involved, then if there's a better alternative, they might take that instead. That's what I'm looking into. So, but I'll see what information I can find out about the gentleman anyway.
Okay, now his name's Ernest Whitfield.
I'll just make a note of that. But I shall see what I can find out. But if it's tied in with my family, I should be able to pick up some information about him.
Okay.
Depends whether it's official or unofficial as well.
Okay. Right. Well, I'd appreciate it if you could just ask about a little bit.
Oh, it's no problem. I'll just I might not even have to ask out. I'll just keep an ear out for the name.
Okay.
If he's that involved with my family, then his name should crop up.
Right. And Keeper, did any mentions in my investigations, did any mentions of facilities in East Midlands come up?
No. It seems that whatever Whitfield's interests are, they are entirely like coastally smuggling based. He doesn't seem to have any interest in the inland.
Okay.
And,
right.
Yeah, that's about as far from the sea as you can get in East Midlands. Well,
yeah. Okay. That's really what I wanted to talk about, just so that you knew that I'm looking at things that might possibly involve your family.
Yeah, Miss Ward had been concerned about the possibility of fish people connections.
Really?
If you remember the Marsh family.
Oh, I do quite well.
It could be nothing, but it seems there's a few coincidences here.
Let's see, what was her name? Eleanor Marsh.
And
and her friend, her brother.
Yeah, my sister-in-law's maiden name happens to be Marsh. I don't believe she's from the same area, but it could be, for instance. But it seems it's all adding up now.
Okay.
It'll be fine, I'm sure. I'll find out this information about this gentleman. I'm sure it'll be completely above board and nothing unusual.
Let's hope so.
It'll be fine. But this Roby fellow, wonder what St. Agnes, that's a strange one. Let's wander back and see what the others are up to.
All right.
Okay, so as you wander back to the others, who are supposed still staring down at this badly written, badly spelled note, like debating the now or no, like meaning could it be code?
Does it look like someone's right-handed person trying to write with their left hand to seem like they're obscuring who they are?
I'd say it looks more like someone who's got really bad handwriting.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't look like someone who's accustomed to writing a lot. This is clearly someone who doesn't write a lot of letters.
Of course, the first thing, does it look like someone with three fingers?
I'm going to This is when I need like an investigation that's not just spot hidden. I'm going to give me an intelligence roll here.
Okay.
Unless you've got anything related to forgery, writing, or like
No.
estimating the number of fingers on a person that wrote a letter.
Yes.
Do you not
Intelligence
have fingerology as a skill? It's,
fingerology. Yes, it's at 0.1.
I
Cartography.
couldn't remember the Latin for fingers at the moment. Dextrology, dendrology. Dendrology, is that?
Yeah,
No.
sounds sinister.
That's
Phalanges.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, that's Greek. Sorry.
Yeah. Dendrology
Okay.
is trees. I'm thinking of trees and branches here. Anyway, yeah, intelligence roll, please.
Okay.
You cannot estimate the number of fingers that the person who wrote this letter
Okay.
had.
Okay. All right.
You put it at somewhere between 3 and 7.
Oh, that's pretty wide range. Okay. Well, that rules out
Which
one
ruled
suspect.
rule out one person, you know. No, he has 3. He has 3. You can't rule out Bob. You cannot rule out 3-fingered Bob.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
as you look over this letter and as your brain's filled with things are going on. Someone has written you a mysterious letter. Martin's family may or may not have got entangled with either crime and or fish people. Further investigation is required. That is going to be where we leave things off for tonight.